It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullet is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome to Sports Orbit, reaching you from Leadership TV. My name is Afa Acho. Salifu Usman is right here at me. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit.
Thank you.
Right on today's episode of Sports Orbit, we'll begin straight from the Falconets. Yesterday on this show, we told you about the travel hitches the Falconet experience while traveling from Costa Rica all the way to Nigeria. Had to do a stopover in Turkey, where they had to spend some bit of time, slept in the airport and all of that. But finally, the Falconets arrived this morning in Abuja at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. And of course, they were received by the General Secretary of the NFF, Mohamed Sanusi, and the representative of the Minister of Youth and Sport in the person of Toyin Ibitoyi. The players and the officials were stranded at the Istanbul airport for 24 hours due to their inability to secure transit visas. In a tweet on the handle of Toyin Ibitoyi, he said, players and officials of Falconets well received at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport by staff of the NFF led by General Secretary and Sports Minister representative. Thank you for your support. Also read a tweet on the Super Falcons Twitter handle. Of course, the Falconets were eliminated in the quarterfinals at Costa Rica after going down to 2-0 defeat against Netherlands. Chris Danjuma's side won all their group games against France, Korea Republic, and Canada in the competition. So finally, thank God the Falconets have arrived Nigeria safe and sound in spite of the initial glitches that they encountered at the airport.
Yeah, we feel for them for that 4 hours delay. Just like you said, the good is that they are finally back home, held and safe. They held and arrived safely. And whoever is responsible for such misfortune, we can only urge the NFF in as much as they offer a excuse that it is not actually their fault, that it is FIFA fault, and we understand that FIFA doesn't own the players. You are own the players, you are then send the players. But we are aware that this, as far as it's FIFA event, it automatically become a FIFA proper at the end of the championship. But at least FIFA can't do any arrangement, your travel arrangement, can't do it exclusively without in collaboration with you. So you must definitely have to provide the lead for FIFA have to know how your team is follow. But the beauty is that the team arrived safely, and we thank God for that. And part of things we also learn a lesson from that. Yeah. On the lighter mood, Super Falconets, we thank them for doing Nigeria proud for winning all their first 3 matches. If they have maintained that momentum at which they play against France, South Korea, and then Canada, and taking that doesn't allow that victory to get into their head and get carried away, and then they would have still been in the competition by now.
Exactly. At least the last 4.
Maybe the last 4. We would have talking of all this
exactly.
experience now.
Yeah. All right. Well, like Salifu said rightly, thank God they are back home safe and sound. And of course, it's been an experience, whether I like it or not, they did Nigeria proud. Reaching, the last 8 of any competition, a global tournament is not an easy thing. I mean, if 16 teams were there and you were able to finish among the last 8, I mean, it's something to cheer off, and we can only kick on from that going forward. Anyway, moving away from that now to some other news where the NFF, as revealed by Sports Minister Sunday Dare, said the Football Federation has received the sum of 15 billion naira in funding in the last 7 years through budgetary appropriations and presidential interventions. He made this known on Tuesday, actually, while he presented the 10-year football development master plan to President Buhari. He said the prescriptions set for the master plan, if followed through with the needed will and determination, will set Nigeria's football on a very sure footing and position it among the best in the world. He added that the implementation of the plan will resolve most issues around the status of the domestication of the Nigerian laws, NFF statutes in line with FIFA statutes, and create room for harmonious relationships in football value chain in this country. So, I mean, of course, when I saw this news, I said 15 billion is not is not a paltry sum. That's a huge sum of amount that has gone in form of a budgetary appropriation and presidential intervention to the NFF. But will you say there's anything on ground to show that this amount of money has gone through the coffers of NFF in the last 7 years?
There's an average of
At least 2 billion a year.
Like average of 2.2
billion.
2.2 billion per, no, 2.1 or 2.2
They are about
billion
roughly, yeah.
by a year. And that is also exclusive. I also exclude from the FIFA
grants, yes, exactly. Maybe probably money from sponsors.
And the sponsorship money that also came, and I think the CAF grant that also came from
exactly.
That's a huge sum of money, and
all in all, maybe we're talking about roughly 30 billion. Let's put it rough estimate.
And well, let you just even stay with it. If it got released by the honorable minister that as a part of intervention came directly from the federal government, don't have the full statistic, the full detail and the statistic of what came from FIFA within the 7 years. I'm confidently sure that what came from FIFA within those, we also will have weighed the 15 billion. FIFA is far better than the 15 billion I just mentioned. This never have played with a whole lot of money in the last 7 years. And just like you say, is there anything on ground to show? Absolutely, that's nothing on ground. If you talk of our league, there's nothing to talk. There's nothing to write home about our league. Our league is not. It can't even be mentioned with any of the African league at the moment because of who we are. At the same time, and if you talk of our national team, is our national team up there? Well, we are fourth in Africa. But if we are fourth in Africa, is that the highest where we're supposed to have been? Absolutely, I can't see. Even the fourth on Africa by FIFA ranking is just by name and by our table. Just by FIFA by ranking, but if you're looking by achievement, every other team, based on what will happen at the last AFCON, and at the same time looking at other Africa teams at the moment, are we really fourth in Africa? It has to go with question mark and subject to another debate. And if you look at what if you took in terms of achievement, in terms of medals, what have we achieved anything in the last 7 years? The best I can remember that the other 21 Waffle Cup, the other 17 one Waffle Cup.
Exactly.
The Super and then the Super Falcon. Yes, they won back by one. I think this year they won within these 7 years. They won African Cup, won AFCON in Cameroon, and they also won in Ghana in 2018. So apart from that, is there any other team? I can't remember. The Super Eagles have been shadow of itself in this year on the 7 years mentioned by the mention. Yes, we qualified for the World Cup. We were in Russia, but where do we end our campaign? At the group stage. We even make it to the second round.
Yes.
So absolutely, there's nothing on ground. In terms of you are talking about
football development.
Talk about development. Is there anything on ground to take up cities a plan for sport development? Absolutely, it's completely zero. Nothing. We are not developing in terms even human capacity building. I don't see anybody. We don't capacity building. And that's why we keep on recycling the coach within the local league.
Exactly. So now my worry is, I mean, we keep allocating these huge sums of money year in, year out. The National Assembly, every year when it's time for budget, they call the NFF again, come and defend your budget. Is it that they don't ask the budget we allocated for you last year, what and what were you able to do with it before we allocate new sums for you? Because we can't, I mean, 15 billion, this is huge sum in 7 years, and there's nothing to show. So is it that they just go present a budget and the budget is passed and money is being allocated again? Is it that questions are not being asked? How are you spending this money?
If you ask me, if you're asking me this question, I don't think I'll have the answer to it. Because absolutely we are all Nigerians, so we know even the budget defense in the National Assembly is full of comma.
Yeah.
It's a question mark because if the National Assembly we know how the budget National Assembly it's just an exercise in futility, not an ordinary exercise, nothing there. When the National Assembly are calling say come and defend your budget, we all know what always go there. When the officials and the MD and the GM always come on, and then after they talk behind, then the budget is passed. Nothing more. This the budget, the whole sum of money you mentioned is just to erase from few very people, and that is why today there's no any as much I don't know their more net worth, but most of the NFL board members today are all rich.
Yeah.
There's not any NFL board member that you see that is not rich. They're all fit men. Even those who struggle to become a board member. I'm aware of somebody about I'm going to mention his name. I'm aware of somebody unless I was about 2010, between 2010 or 2010 to 2014, who was just coming looking around within the NFF. Was just coming looking around within the NFF. But he succeeded in breaking into the NFL board member in 2014, and today he's a big man.
Exactly.
Having spent 8 years in NFL on NFL board, and now he wants to be president of NFL.
Well, that's the situation of things. Anyway, we'll move on. That anyway, still on the NFF, where Zamfara FA chairman that's talking about Ibrahim Gusau has also shown his his hat in the ring for the NFF. Yeah, of course.
But I wanted to take it from his own post there. You see, I wanted to start from my home.
Yeah. He's currently the state FA chairman. So he feels
he wanted to start from it. I don't know. That's where I want to take it from. And the only people at the will say in the local society begin work at home.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Gusau has been Zamfara FA's chairman, if I'm not mistaken, for more than a decade.
One of those state FA chairman who have been around for a long time.
For more than a decade. And if you ask, tell me,
what
as presently, how many players from Zamfara is playing in any national team? Both the women team, the other 20, and then even the senior national team.
They even have a team in the MPF.
Okay, the Zamfara United. Where is Zamfara United today? And this is the FA chairman, you are FA chairman, and say you want to start from home. What have you do in terms of football development in Zamfara that you now want to bring it to the national? I'm not condemning him. He has the right to qualify. It's left for the delegate to choose either he has what to offer to do. But I just quote him when he said that you will want to start from home.
Yeah.
And if you want to start from home, that means it's not taking anything from home to bring that to the national level. Because there's no any good example at home. If you have even a Zamfara FA for over a decade, and at the moment there's not any single player of Zamfara play in any national team. I'm not aware of anyone.
Of course.
Both the women team, the
And
national team, and even on the age level. The Zamfara United, who were there in the Premier League today, we don't know when they are United. So what in terms of what based on implementation, in terms of what have you achieved with this Zamfara that you say you want to take it up?
Exactly. I mean, a good question for him. I mean, with the vacancy, it's not looking like an all-comers affair. Like I said, 13 people, aspirants already.
So my honest advice that the stakeholders, the delegates who are going to elect this leader, who are going to elect the next president of Nigeria, we have had enough.
Because we must get it right this time.
In the last 8 years,
we must get it right this time.
It's an opportunity to change our football.
Exactly.
But if care is not taken, this election will make or man Nigerian football.
Of course.
And it's an opportunity that will make sure will make a positive change that will help revive the game. But not just characters who are just they want to be president, they want to be this, they want to be this. As for where you know inside you, your motivation is that you want to become a national president, so as to brag around and then to become an going to travel around from here to here and then become a big
of course, to advance your own career.
Advance your own career.
Just like Amaju has done.
Sitting on a huge money.
Exactly.
Appropriate on a huge money.
Anyway, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, Sport Orbit continues. Stay tuned.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that break. You're still on to Sports Orbit. Now to some athletics where, of course, Amusan, Anderson, and others will resume rivalries at La Saunders, talking about the Wonder Diamond League final that will begin tomorrow at the Atletisma meeting in La Saunders, Switzerland. With world titles won and Commonwealth crown claim, Amusan is heading for an encore performance when she takes on reigning Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Queen and world silver medalist Brittany Anderson. The Nigerian Golden Girl will be defending her Diamond League title, which she won in Zurich after her world record and world title win in Oregon and her Commonwealth victory in Birmingham. Of course, so Amusan will be back in action once again tomorrow at the Diamond League in Switzerland.
It's our pride at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's carrying our banner on the flag. So we can only continue to wish her well and continue to enjoy this moment we have with her. continue to fly the Nigerian flag higher and higher. Definitely with achievement at the World Championship and the Como Birmingham. Yes. Another photo and he smiled once again on Nigeria facing.
Completely. Away from that now to some 2022 World Cup news, which is fast approaching. Former Germany striker Jürgen Klinsmann has predicted that Argentina will win the FIFA World Cup in Qatar later this year. Argentina are in Group C in the 2022 World Cup and will face Saudi Arabia, Poland, and Mexico, while Brazil are in Group C alongside Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Speaking to Premier Sport, Klinsmann said Argentina should have won a couple more cups since 1990. Maybe that will happen this year. I would like it to happen, especially for Leo. May he win this time as a Christmas present. As to name a favorite country to win the World Cup, he added, to be honest, I think that to analyze a team as a favorite, they have to look at how the qualifiers were, and today Argentina and Brazil are candidates above the Europeans. So, I mean, that's in Klinsmann's opinion.
Former German coach.
Yeah, former German coach, former legendary German striker. Of course, a few people have also said they feel Argentina have what it takes to win the World Cup in Qatar this year.
But if you look at Argentina, their present sport, you cannot but to agree with them.
Yeah.
Football sometimes, yes, not you have everything as you have the player personnel, the personnel, the playing personnel. You also depend and need some element of luck to succeed.
Yeah.
For Klinsmann to completely write off the European teams that it's only Brazil and Argentina that has possessed the pedigree.
I think it's looking like in terms of quality, and which in a way I might agree with him in terms of quality.
In terms of quality, yes, I agree. I agree with you.
Because for Brazil, I mean, Brazil won the whole qualifiers without losing any game.
Yes.
Amassing almost maximum points.
Yes, Brazil went all with the whole qualifier without losing any game. And where they qualify from where they qualify from the South American continent.
Yeah.
They didn't play against any able to qualify.
No, but don't forget that South American teams are also very tough teams.
Yeah, they're also very tough teams. South American teams go to South America when you pick Argentina, you pick Brazil. After Brazil, you pick Argentina, then you pick Paraguay.
The likes of Uruguay.
Uruguay. Every other team you can't measure it. And Chile probably Chile.
But sometimes Colombia every now and then. Yeah.
But yes, you can't measure it. Colombia say the status of the Argentina, the status of Brazil, and so they qualify within their country. So it's likely that Argentina and Brazil have dominated that country, that Copa America for a very long time. So they have that will to qualify, winning all their matches strictly. But to say that they are coming for a convergence of all the best from all the continents. So I still believe that if it comes to looking at the team, France, who are the defending champion, will still have. If you look at the France individual personnel, individual player, you still agree that France still also have material to play in this World Cup. And if you are talking of it to mention who are the likely contender for the title, you can't but to also name France. So to say that it's only Brazil and Argentina that possess what it takes to win this way in Qatar World Cup, I disagree with him. I'm not a technical person like him. He is a technical person. He knows it better than me. But from what I'm seeing, I don't think it's only Brazil. Yes, Brazil and Argentina have what it takes, but I still agree with that. I still believe that France, even though they didn't lie on England, as much as they are on receiver, they still also have a place to can also compete. With little element of luck, anything can happen.
Yeah. All right, to the Carabao Cup now, which fixtures for the Carabao Cup, of course, were released last night, and of course, for Man City and Chelsea, it will be a tough one as City will host Chelsea in the third round of the Carabao Cup, while for the likes of United will host Aston Villa, while Arsenal will entertain Brighton and Hove. Nottingham Forest will play host to Tottenham, while Wolves will battle Leeds, and holders Liverpool have been drawn at home to League One side Derby County. In the other matches, it will be, of course, MK Dons versus Morecambe, Newcastle versus Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham, Southampton versus Sheffield Wednesday, and Stevenage versus Charlton, while West Ham will take on Blackburn as Wolves take on Leeds. Of course, a lot of Premier League teams facing each other in this one, but I mean, for Chelsea, Man City, it means at the very first stage of the competition, one of them will be out of it.
Yeah. That is part of the integrity of the League Cup. So that means neither of them must drop.
Yeah, exactly.
And for the defender, I didn't hear you say of the defending champion,
Liverpool against Derby County.
Well, that is a good one for them, and let's see how it goes. And for Arsenal also have, I think, in the League Cup, you don't underrate any opponent.
No, of course. Yeah. Arsenal, Brighton. That's like a Premier League matchup. Bournemouth, Everton, another Premier League matchup. Wolves, Leeds, Premier League matchup. Then, of course, Nottingham Forest, Southampton.
The beauty about the League Cup is that you don't even underrate any. Even a team from the second or third division, we have seen them knocking out the Premier League out of the cup.
Exactly.
Severally.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like you said, is the beauty of the competition. So this kind of competition gives opportunity for clubs at some even none at the lowest of the divisions to be able to at least to match up with top sides in the Premier League, have a feel of it. And a lot of times anything happens in this game. Sometimes you see a team like MK Dons like 2 seasons ago defeating a club like United in the 3rd round or 4th round. So it's always an opportunity for clubs from the lower ranks to at least come against the big boys and have a feel of what it is.
And the Leeds are just break the Super Eagles maintain their 31st position.
Okay, the FIFA,
in the FIFA ranking, the FIFA ranking was released today, and Nigeria's team didn't move. They maintained that they still just take input. They didn't move forward, and they didn't go
no forward movement, no backward movement.
So they maintained their 31st position in the global ranking. They are 31st in the world, and still 4th in Africa behind Senegal, who are ranked 18 in the world, and then 1st in Africa. Then Morocco 2nd in Africa, and then ranked 23rd in the world. While Tunisia ranked 30 in the world, and then 3rd in the continent. And that is one of the things. Sometimes I look at this FIFA ranking. I'm yet to understand the
criteria exactly.
Criteria being used to FIFA ranking. Because if you're looking at it, if you are talking of African football, to say Senegal, Tunisia ahead of Egypt, it baffles me. I don't understand. I don't understand how Morocco and Tunisia will be the first and second ahead of Egypt. And even at the same time, yes, in as much as we will not have that where we are, African team like even the Cameroon, who were the second runner of the AFCON, were not even anywhere within the top 5th Africa team, and we're having Tunisia and Morocco occupying 2nd and 3rd position.
All right, so that is that for the FIFA rankings. Don't forget that the UEFA, of course, Champions League draws comes up this evening. That's much later in the evening. Of course, we'll be here to give you, all the fixtures of the Champions League as they come out, and tomorrow in a subsequent episode of Sports Orbit. That will be tomorrow, the Friday edition. Salifu, thank you for being in the studio on today's edition of Sports Orbit.
Thank you so much.
Right, until we come your way tomorrow with a weekend episode. Stay safe out there. My name is Afa Acho. Goodbye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.